Good evening. Good evening. Yes. Should not ask you how are you? It's all very tense. That is this particular time. So today we are not here to. I'm not here to teach you anything regarding your subjects or any particular concept. Today we will discuss that what are the things that we should avoid in these 30 days and how we should proceed for these 30 days. Right. So, good evening. Yes, I understand it's a very difficult time going on right now, but these 30 days are going to make a huge impact, just not on your life, it's all around you who have sacrificed so many things for last so many years, and it has narrowed down to just 30 days. So, these are the do and dies situation for us, and if we avoid some basic mistakes, we are definitely going to clear the exam. So, coming to the point directly, I understand it's a very important, valuable time you are having, and you just ready with your questions. If you have anything, you can write in the chat box. I will see in between, and we'll try to take care of those queries also. Right. So now coming to these 30 days, see, whenever we are planning anything, the target, the goal has to be very clear so that we proceed in that particular speed and in that particular manner to achieve those things. So in these 30 days that I want is at least you should be completing two revisions of your workbooks or the notes whatever you are following. We will discuss how it is going to happen in just 30 days, the two revisions. Even just not two revisions, it is going to be 2.2, 2.3, something like that. In meanwhile, we are also going to appear in some GTs, maybe three GTs, and some one-liners. So let's first come to the point that uh, how we are going to do these two revisions. So right now, I understand that there are so many different types of students we are having. Some who have prepared decently, nicely for last few months. Some who have recently started because of some reason. You may not have completed all the subjects, but we'll take care of all of you. So first, starting with those who have attended all the 19 subjects and prepared all the 19 subjects. May not revise right now, but you have attended all the 19 and you have the notes of all the 19 subjects. So we can't be good in every subject. So I am considering that we are weak in two subjects, and remaining 17 subjects we are okay. And out of 17 also, we can consider that 12 subjects you are strong, 5 subjects relatively we are not that strong. Okay. So even if you have just started, I consider that this must has to be there to clear this exam. At least 12 subject has to be having a very strong hold. A strong hold means if a question will come from the notes, you will be able to solve it without any mistake, will not do the silly mistakes. So 12 subjects has to be in our first priority list. These are the category A subjects for us, and these are going to be the category B subjects for us, and these are the two subjects which we are having some we don't have very good command. So let's say category X. So we have mainly two categories, A and B. So how we will proceed is how we are going to do two revisions. I 19 subjects, two revisions in 30 days. It is only possible if you read very fast. Now at the same time, one doubt will come in your mind is, if we read very fast, how we are going to retain the information. See, the problem is if you go very slow and if you think that we will go slowly, we'll read every word and we'll try to retain every information. For example, a subject which you are going to read on, let's say, on 14th of December, and if you don't reopen it till your exam, let's say on 11th of Jan, you don't get time because you are going slow, then it is very unlikely that you will be remembering most of the data which you have read the subject on 14th of December. Because if you are going slow and if you are just planning one revision, then it is going to be difficult to recall the information. That might give you a pseudo confidence at the first read that okay, you are going slow, you are retaining the information, but it will be difficult for you to retain for that long time. Instead of that, my suggestion will be, go fast. Don't worry that how much it will be retained. See, no time is going to be enough time. It is whatever time we are having. What we will do is we will divide this time into two parts, and these two parts should complete by 8th of Jan. We are having the exam on 12th of Jan. So we are going to spare 9th, 10th, 11th, maybe for your transport or something like that. So here today we are having the 12th, and I want that the first revision has to be completed in the next 2 weeks. Means within next 14 days, we are going to complete one revision. How it will be done? We understand that there are few subjects which are small, which can be completed within 1 day or maybe even less than that if you have prepared them decently. So I want that you just read them, just flip the pages. Don't worry that how much you will be able to retain those information, because we are going to have one more cycle. We will reopen these notes again. So this is not the last time. But when you are reading, you should not think that how much I will retain, but what you are reading, you should understand that concept, that what I am reading, what is the meaning behind that. That much you should understand. If you have attended the classes, if you have watched the videos, then you must be knowing the concept behind that, whatever is written there. So now we are going to complete one cycle of such very quick revision, we would say. Rather, I will say flip the pages, right? You just flip the page, you read it, you flip it, you read it, and in between there will be one concept which you have never understood and which is very difficult to remember. Just skip that part. If the teacher has told you that okay, this particular point is very important in that concept, okay, read it. Otherwise, if you think that it is very time consuming and you don't remember that and it's very complex, just omit it and let's move to the next page. And we will do this, and by that doing, we will be able to do the first revision. In the same manner, we will start the second revision. But in the second revision, one thing we have to subconsciously always have to in the mind is that this is the last time I am reading these subjects and I have to retain till the 12th of Jan. So if you have that subconscious thought in your mind, what is going to happen is you are going to put some more extra effort for that, right? कि मेरे को ये याद रखना है 12 तक, right? This is the last time I'm reading. This is the last time I'm reading. At the same time, you have to keep the pace also. I understand that it is difficult at times if you think, but when you will start doing this, it will start happening. So by doing that, we will be able to do two revisions, and then we are going to left with these 3 days. I will tell you what to do in these last 3 days. We will discuss that. But the first thing that you have to keep very clear in your mind, I have to flip the pages for twice. How, what is the speed that you want? Because till by this point I am I am assuming that there will be some subjects where you are very good, and there are some small subjects which you can revise in just 2 hours, maybe 4 hours. अगर कोई subject if you can do in 2 hours, 4 hours, then such 2 3 subjects you can do in 1 day, maybe 1.5 day. You can complete these 3 4 subjects and start with those such subjects, so that you will get a momentum. Let's say tomorrow we are going to start, or maybe let's say today we are going to start, because it's going to be just a very short session. I will not take more than your 10 15 minutes by from this point, and we'll wind up before 10:30 somewhere. So when we are going to start, then we will start with the some small subjects where you are very good. You gain the momentum, and then you go towards the bigger subjects. And in the bigger subjects also, don't worry that कि यार कैसे खत्म होगा in medicine, just 1 day 1.5 day हो जाएगा. Just read it. Just read it. We will reread again, and that way we will remember it. Don't worry, already you have invested some time. So it's not that you are zero in any particular subject. कुछ तो आता ही है. We will read it once, we will read it one more time, and then it's going to be easy. Now, how we should plan a day. Although I have made the plan from 6 a.m., you can change maybe in 8 9 10 whenever you get up. But I want that every day you should have 9 full slots and 1 small slots. So this is the 9x technique. This is what I am saying, 9x. What is the meaning of 9x? What I am doing is 4 slots I am giving to subject 1 theory. These are the subject 1 theory, and the 4th slot is the subject 1 MCQ. Whatever subject I will read for 3 slots, each slot is of 2 hours. So 2 hours, 1 hour 15 minutes, something like this. So ये time तो आप change कर लेंगे depending whatever your schedule is going on. If you are getting up at 11 or 12, whatever is the time, you start from that point. So now, first 3 slots, 1 subjects, and then do the MCQ of the same subject which you have read. So उससे क्या होगा? You will get an insight that कि examiner कैसे question पूछ रहा है, and that is again going to be a revision for you, those MCQs. Same subject पढ़ा, same MCQ करेंगे. So that will get an insight, and the MCQ will also be done very fast because abhi padha hai aapne, so you must be knowing the concept. The second subject you will start in the second half of the day. Again, you are going to do the 3 slots, and then there is going to be the MCQ slot of that subject, the second subject. So 3 slots, 1 MCQ, 3 slots, 1 MCQ, and then there is one extra time is there, the slot X. Now, what this slot X we are going to do? I told you that we can't be very good in all the subjects. There may be one subject or 2 subjects will be weak for you. And if they are very big, let's say maybe medicine, maybe surgery, maybe any subject, maybe micro, patho, biochem, any subject, what you do is if you are very weak in those subjects, from this point of 13th of December to 11th of January, every day we are going to give 30 minutes to that subject. कितना खत्म होगा, it's not the point. Every day I will give 30 minutes, whatever जितना होना होगा उस subject का हो जाएगा. So that X time, this 30 minute slot is for that particular subjects where I am very weak. I will just give 30 minutes to that till the point of 11th of Jan. And by this is how I will plan my day. Every single day I have to have these 9 plus X slots, and I want everyone to have this paper in front of your desk. It might look right now maybe silly, but it is going to give you a kind of a limbic system. The reward center is going to boost up because we are having 9 slots plus X time. So when I will use my first slot on 13th of December, from let's say from 6 to 8 a.m., I will put a physical tick mark here that yes, I have did it right. Then I will take a small break, maybe of 1 minute, 2 minutes. Don't overburden your brain by giving a very humongous task. यार आज तेरे को पूरा हफ्ता पढ़ना है. अगले 6 घंटे में you have to read the entire biochemistry, entire this thing, that thing. No, I have to read for 2 hours, and I will flip it very fast. And once I will do that, I will put a physical tick on. Yes, I have done it. Then I will take a 2 minutes break or 3 minutes break. Then again I will start the slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. And by the time all the slots will be finished and I have utilized this day to the maximum. See, the idea is very simple. In the beginning itself, I told you that whatever we are going to think we may not achieve it completely, but the point is on the 30th day we should feel that this is the maximum that could have been done out of these 30 days. Any human could not have possibly achieved more than that what I have done in these 30 days. This has to be task. It's not just you, it's anyone. No one could have done more in these 30 days what I have done. And if you do that, trust me, 100% you are going to clear the exam. No one can ever stop you in clearing the exam. Even if it is your day zero, and you start from here, you could have made it happen. And because we have done a lot of work already for the last 4, 5 months, 6 months, you are invested so much of time. So that way, the things are going to be relatively easier for us if you don't make a huge plan in front of you. See, we have a goal. We don't have a plan. We have a goal कि मेरे को 2 revision करना है. I have to do 2 revisions. Now the plan. This is a goal. The plan is for the next 2 hours only. I just know that from 6 a.m. when I am starting, I just know till 8 I am going to with this subject. Don't tell your brain that whole day you have to read this. No, 6, 8, then break. Then again you tell your brain that okay, 2 hours more you have to study. 2 hours more, 2 hours more. And now it is going to be habit after 2, 3 days. Every day you are doing the same task. And this is how we are going to achieve it. Now, there is one more thing that is there. That is your GTs. How much to be given? See, one thing is we are not giving the GT to get a score of more than 180. हमारे दिमाग में चल रहा है कि यार one day we will get more than 180 in GT and that will be enough for us and we are going to be very happy after that. And because of that, you are giving the GT again and again. No, don't do that. GT is a learning tool. See, we are going to learn 3 things. The time management. Second, if in a particular block, there are 10, 15, 20 MCQ which you have never seen, then how you are going to control your nerves. Third, silly mistakes. After every GT, I am not interested, and you should also not interested that how much marks you have got. You should be interested that how many questions you were knowing and you have made them wrong. That is a very important figure. We have to reduce that into a single digit. Trust me that average student is doing a silly mistake of 20, 30 silly mistakes. They were knowing the answer and just because of the heat of the exam, they were not able to click the correct answer in the on the D day. So we have to learn these three things. Again, repeating the time management. Second, if a particular block becomes it becomes very lengthy or it is very difficult, we should have that temperament that there are some easy questions lying down the line. They are going to come in the next block, and for that I have to keep my motivation up. I have to keep my confidence. So it's all about the easy question. There will be out of 300 questions, 120, 130 easy questions will be there, and you just have to make sure that these 120 questions you are not making mistakes. If you get out of those 120 questions, if you get 105, 110 questions correct, we have cleared the exam, means technically, because the rest of the 180 questions definitely we'll get 40, 50 marks out of that, right? That is simple probability that is there. So I want that these easy questions which is going to decide your result has has to be given equal importance in the exam. What we do is कि हम जो difficult question देखते हैं, we read it twice, thrice, and we invest so much of time. And when the easy question comes, we don't have enough time. We just read and we just jump to the answer. The probability of that question to be correct was very much high, but we have invested more time on the difficult question. So easy question के लिए time ही नहीं बचा. So that mistake we have to avoid, and that will be learned by the GTs. So we'll give 3 GTs, but not for the marks, but it is for to learn the three things: the time management, the second, to control the nerves, and third, how many silly mistakes you are doing and how to reduce it. So, the dates for these GTs, I would suggest it should be something like this. First GT, you plan somewhere before 20th of December, second, somewhere on 25th, 27th. If you want to give 3 real GTs, even 2 GTs will be enough. 3 on the higher side, I am writing. Even if you give 2 GTs, that is going to be enough. So this is how I think you should plan. Now coming to the last thing that we have written, the one liners. So every day while going to the bed, sometime you have maybe 10-15 minutes before you fall asleep. In that time, this is the last slot that we are going to use. This is the ninth slot. It may be of 1 hour, maybe 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. By the time you fall asleep, you will open some one liner book, whichever you are following. Everything is fine. If you have made your own one liner book, read it. If you have some other one liner book, read it. Any one liner book is going to be fine for us. Don't do MCQ at that time. Just lie down in the bed and read the one liner book. And that way, we have done with the day. Every day is going to be a war for us. Every day is a war, and we have to fight 30 battles. If we will win most of them, and definitely we are going to clear the real battle. So it's not just not about the 20th 12th of Jan. It's about these 30 days. Who is going to make it count is going to clear the exam. So we all understand, right, that these are so much crucial days, but in between we are not machines. We are humans, and we feel bad, we feel demotivated. कोई दिन हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता है, right? Sometimes we just we get demotivated. The reason is uh, because we make some plan and we are unable to execute that. That is one of the reason that we get demotivated. So don't make any such big plan. The only plan is for next 2 hours. We have to flip the pages. We have to flip the page. Wherever you are thinking that it is taking a lot of time, just skip that part. We'll see it next time. Next time means the second revision that we are going to start in few days. So that way we are going to make it happen. And trust me, it works. It definitely works. It might feel sound right now maybe silly that how we are going to retain the information, but if you just do one reading, it is going to be more difficult to recall the information in the exam. Two fast revisions are better than one slow revision. So this is what I feel, but I am again saying it's not going to be a perfect plan for anyone and everyone. So you have to find in between somewhere the things, but this is what a broad outline that you should be there in your mind. So be fast, and when you are doing the first reading, highlight the facts which you think that you might forget. So when we are going to do the second revision, at that time our mind automatically will focus more on those highlighted parts, so that it's going to be retained much better for us, right? And easy questions are going to be very crucial for us in the real exam, in the GT, everywhere. You must be giving the GTs, the TNDs by now, and you have seen that how the easy questions are, it's important for us, and we are making so many mistakes there. We are knowing the answer when the teacher is explaining, oh, ये तो आता था. I have overthought the things. I have did these things. मैंने ये सोचा, फिर A सोचा था, फिर B लगा दिया, आंसर A निकला. I just have switched the answer to the wrong one. So that we have to learn. And in these 30 days, once we learn this, the things will be easy for us. Right? So, 3 GTs, and we are going to make it happen. We together, we are going to make it happen. And trust me, it is, I understand that it's a very difficult time. Sometime you might feel कि यार कल एग्जाम ले लो, खत्म करो ये. But it's not, we should understand that we are just not fighting this battle for us. There is the whole family that is waiting for that result to happen, and we can't just let it happen कि यार ठीक है होना होगा जो हो जाएगा. We, because everything is dependent on this particular exam, so, and that has been narrowed down to 30 days, and it's just a matter of 30 days, yeah, guys. And forget about 30 days, it's just matter of every day. Rather saying 30 days, it's a matter of every day. This is the last day, 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 and every day we are going to, like, we will be doing like this. Now coming to the last 3 days, say for example you have completed whatever you have completed till 8th, we are going to stop there. Now we are left with the 9, 10, and 11. In these 3 days, I want that you should flip the pages of pharma, micro, surgery, PSM. These 4 subjects plus. Now, whatever I'm writing is additional. If you get the time, you should, because you might be traveling on 11th if you don't get a center in your city where you are staying right now. So you might be traveling, so it may be difficult for you. But at least try to do this. If you finish that, then add biochem and gynae. This is what is to be added, right? And that way, the last 3 days will be utilized in such a way that on the day of exam, this is almost 180 questions, almost 180 questions. So almost out of every 3 questions, the 2 questions will be from the notes which you have just read. Just imagine that what you have read yesterday is coming in your exam. So that is going to boost a lot of confidence in your exam. कि ये कल ही पढ़ा है, ये वहाँ लिखा हुआ है, रेड कलर में मैंने हाईलाइट कर रखा है. 100% the answer is this, and that confidence is going to help you in the next question, which might be difficult for you, right? So last 9, 10, 11, don't make any new plan. Just flip the page, flip the page, flip the pages, because any plan which you are going to make, that is not going to be executed. But दिमाग में एक ही चीज होना चाहिए, जितना हो जाएगा उतना अच्छा है. It may be 4 subjects, maybe 5 subjects, maybe 3 subjects, लेकिन जितना होगा उतना अच्छा है. So that way, I think that you should plan, and the things will start happening. Avoid all the social medias, guys. There is nothing, right? But we are living in this world where it is very difficult to stop that. But I would suggest that just switch off your phone. Don't think that कि टेलीग्राम पे ये क्वेश्चन आ रहे, वो आ रहा है, वहाँ पे ये हो रहा है, वहाँ पे हो रहा है. Just stop that. What you have is more than enough. If you'll be able to digest that, if you'll be able to retain that, that is also going to be enough. There will be so many things here and there happening. They are very good actually, but the point is, if you are very weak in a subjects and you are unable to do the main notes, then go for that. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. If you can read the main notes in 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, then do the main notes. Do the main notes. Right? Now, if you have anything, you can write it down and we'll try to take up your queries. Which MCQs to be done? PYQ is enough. I would suggest first go for PYQ of your exam, then the NEET PG exam, then the NICT, and if still you get time, then yes, the other day, PYQs. Every day we are giving 2 slots for the MCQs, right? Do you remember? I will just open your day planner. This is your day planner. 3 subjects, then MCQ. 3 theory, and then 1 MCQ. So 1 MCQ slot we are giving 45 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 MCQs, 45 minutes, 50 MCQ. Here also, here we are giving 1 hour 70 minutes, but let's reduce it to 1 hour and do the 50 MCQ. It's okay, Floatibem. If you have not done micro, give every day 30 minutes to the micro. This is the slot X, the micro will be for you. Do micro for 30 minutes every day, and whatever will be done by 11th, it's enough for us. It's okay, mindset. If cardio you ये कोई बात नहीं, अपने you have attended the classes, right? So what you do is you just flip the pages of the other systems. कोई बात नहीं, एंडो एक बार ऊपर से देख लेते हैं, रेसिपी भी देख लेते हैं, बट डोंट इन्वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. फटाफट देखना है, याद रह जाएगा, आप चिंता मत करो. विल डू द सेकंड रिवीजन अगेन एंड द थिंग्स विल स्टार्ट हैपनिंग, राइट? Okay, anything that you want to ask? Last time I got 145. This time I don't done so many revision, but I study from now. Yes, definitely. Dreamy life. Yes, definitely. This is what I started with. See, you are one of the most eligible to pass the exam. You already reached to 145. You are knowing that what are the things, what is wrong happened with you in the last time. So let's start from today. Let's consider today is the day zero, and this is the plan for tomorrow. Just do it for tomorrow, and the next day battle will start with the again the same plan. But don't tell your brain that you have to read for 30 days. No, you just have to read for one day, and that one day also just for 2 hours. Then the next 2 hours. Then the next 2 hours. Okay, Mayank will think on that. And is there anything that you want to ask? बाकी तो क्या है यार, इट्स जस्ट एन एग्जाम गाइस. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स जस्ट एन एग्जाम, बट we I want that everyone should give their best for these 30 days, and they should understand that it's not that difficult. The result what it is showing, it would have been much more better if you would have controlled your nerves, and you would have taken the easy questions. I'm not talking about the difficult ones. अगर कोई easy questions भी आप सही करके आते ना, you would have got a very it's going to be easy exam for us. At this point it may yeah, it's okay, Neetu, if you are not dermatology yet, you can do derma maybe from somewhere, maybe 2 hours, 4 hours, some rapid revision, and that will be enough for us for derma. It's not going to be a very big subject, and don't invest much time on that. Don't go in very deep concept. Just make sure that कि अगर डर्मा से कोई easy question आएगा तो सही हो जाएगा. Let's say for example 5 question comes from derma, and if there are 3 easy questions, let's make them correct. For those 2 questions we are not going to invest a lot of time at this point. Rather we are going to invest the time जो हमें आता है, हम वही पढ़ लेंगे तो भी बहुत है हमारे लिए. तो Mayank, I would suggest that don't worry if you have read the notes. It's more about the implementation part. कभी कभी हमें क्या होता है कि यार we are reading the notes in just one single direction where in which it is written. So while reading the notes, just after every day whatever topic you complete, do the MCQ from that topic. So उससे क्या आपको एक insight आएगा that how whatever we are reading, what is the correct approach, that how the examiner is asking actually the questions from those topics. So that is going to be a very crucial time for us in the exam. These two in our day means the revision that we are doing, because आपने सुबह से 3 slot में slow theory पढ़ा 6 hours, and then you will do the 45 minutes MCQ. That is going to be again a revision of those 6 hours for you. Oh, 100%. I think it's very good. You definitely are going to cross. Still, we are having 30 days, and it's not about the years, Demi Light. जितने MCQ कर पाएंगे उतने करने. Because every day if we are planning 100 MCQs to be done, आप 30 days में 3000 MCQ हो जाएंगे ना यार. Every day 100 into 30, 3000 MCQ हो जाएंगे. So that is going to be more than enough for us. And you are going to give the GTs also in between, right? So I think no, Anurag, you must have to give the GT. You can't skip the GT at this point. You must have to give the GTs, right? So I hope that haven't taken your नहीं, जय श्री कृष्णा, नो 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 नो, डोंट डू दैट. एटलीस्ट एक दिन में पढ़ लो ना उसको, जितना पढ़ पाएंगे फटाफट पढ़ लो एक दिन, जस्ट वन डे. फर्स्ट रिविजन में 1 and second revision में 1. So let's conclude the session with this particular part. So we are going to complete the first revision somewhere towards the end of the December. Then we'll start the second revision, and we'll try to complete by 8th of the January. And now the final punch will be here, the 9th, 10th, 11th. And here is the D-Day. And you are going to make it happen. So try to complete the first here. And if you want to give the GT, let's get the GTs here somewhere. If you want to plan for, if you have not given the GT early, maybe 3 GT, but not more than that, not more than that. And that is going to be enough for us. And You just be committed for these 30 days. Every day fight a battle and tell us that how was your day. If you have made it happen for the next 30 days, it is going to happen on 12th of Jan also. So this is from my all from my side, and I wish you all the very best, all the very best, and 100% हम पास होंगे गाइस. बट आप 30 दिन है ना, उसमें देर शुड नॉट बी कोई कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए कमिटमेंट में. मतलब 30 दिन देर इज नो इफ एंड बट कि आज मेरा पीठ दर्द हो रहा है, हेडेक हो रहा है, पढ़ने की इच्छा नहीं. नो, देर इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. फॉर नेक्स्ट 30 days ये पढ़ने की इच्छा नहीं हो रही, दूसरी ओपन कर लेंगे. वी हैव सो मेनी वर्क बुक्स, ये नहीं तो वो नहीं तो वो, बट पढ़ना तो है. इन 30 days में कोई भी 1 मिनट ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि जब हम पढ़ नहीं रहे, या तो हम सो रहे हैं या हम पढ़ रहे हैं. दीज आर द ओनली टू थिंग्स यू आर डूइंग, राइट? So, wish you all the very best, and hopefully we'll connect again maybe for 10-15 minutes, maybe somewhere on 5th of Jan, just for 10-15 minutes, not much more than that. And if something will be there, we'll share it with you, right? Thank you guys. Good night. Good night. And it was very nice interacting with you all.